Marketing automation to me is particularly exciting. Marketing automation automates those little things that you should be doing regularly and probably have already done at one time or another. It enables you to find new customers faster, onboard existing customers, increase loyalty among your existing customers, and then also identify your high growth and highly profitable customer segments and increase your communication and your engagement with them. As a simple definition, marketing automation is about using software and technology to perform sales and marketing functions more effectively through using multiple channels, and it automates simple tasks. That might sound like a mouthful, but let's divide that up. The first thing is by automating simple, repetitive messages that you've probably already written, you can explode your engagement among prospects, existing customers, and onboarding new customers. For example, a new customer to your business, they may not know everything about you and all the aspects of the products or services that you have. So with a welcome series where you time specific messages to them to familiarize your new customer about your company, what you offer, and focus on educating them well. They're your newest customers. You're going to engage them for a longer period of time. You're going to drive some immediate responses, and they are going to become familiar with you, your company, and your brand. You see, when people receive a welcome series of emails that inform and educate them about your company. Welcome series emails are opened more frequently, they're clicked through more frequently, and they drive more revenue than any other type of email. By taking communications that you've most likely already written, it's a matter of putting them on a schedule, but they are only going to be sent to new customers at specific intervals. You can plan these communications to elicit a response, utilize links in those emails to drive those new customers back to your site to learn more information about your company, or provide a specific call to action. Anytime anyone takes an action and interacts with your website or with your company, you can also send them a thank you email. A thank you email gets much more engagement than any other type of email. People open and click through at a higher rate than typical email campaigns. But what's interesting is just by sending a thank you email, it can also generate 6 times the revenue of other types of email campaigns as well. People like to be recognized and noticed for the things they do. And when you do that through interactions with your company, you increase your customer loyalty. The second most exciting thing about marketing automation is the ability to flatten your sales funnel. And by that I mean you can reduce the amount of time of taking someone from a lead to a prospect to a sale, decrease the amount of time it takes for someone who has interest in your company until they are a customer. Because through coordinating planned communications, you walk them through the steps of giving them the answers to the questions that they have, because you probably already have these emails. Your sales team may already have written these emails, but by identifying the typical questions prospects have before they become customers, the typical obstacles that are encountered, you can create planned communications that go out on a schedule and lead people through the process. And by doing that, you're automating information through a series that helps to prioritize then who you should contact first, which prospects you can spend more time. You can learn if these are good leads or just someone who is just looking for some information and they don't have any intention of becoming a customer. Through these planned communications, you can see who is interacting with your company, who has expressed needs that you can act on. And that brings me to the third point. By flattening the sales funnel, you're going to close more deals. And you close more deals because you have the ability through marketing automation to focus on the right leads at the right time. Let me give you a couple of examples, and maybe some of this has happened to you. The first scenario, I downloaded a white paper that was promoted on Twitter. I followed the link, filled out the form, and downloaded the white paper. But what was interesting is I received a sales call the same day. And then I received 2 more sales calls trying to close me in 2 weeks. Now what's the problem with that? It was too much sales, too much pressure, and all I did was download a white paper. They never even asked if I got anything out of the white paper. They just treated me as a lead in the funnel. Now let's look at the next scenario. The next scenario is I received an email, and it was a sponsored email from someone that I already trusted, and they pitched a white paper. Well, I went ahead and downloaded that white paper, and then over the course of the next 4 months, I received invitations to download additional white papers, to attend webinars, helpful information about that content, and got a few emails that just walked me along the process of what this company can do. also highlighted some success stories. After those 4 months, I received a phone call. It was incredible. They knew the content that I looked at, they knew which webinars I attended, and we had a good conversation because it wasn't high pressure. They knew exactly the content I was interested in, and they were using the phone call to gauge my urgency. Was I ready to buy? What was my timeline? And so it was an intelligent conversation about specific content. What I found valuable and really just gauging my interest level. See, the result of that type of scenario is that it's going to result in a high conversion qualified sales call that has actionable results. Marketing automation does require some patience, but it will limit the amount of time you spend with leads that don't exhibit any behavior of interest or desire to become a customer. And so marketing automation enables you to close the prospect more efficiently, more knowledgeably, because you have a shared experience, shared content, and you can approach a phone call or a closing conversation with specific information about that prospect. And you can use that phone call simply to gather more data rather than to apply pressure to make a decision. Of course, if all these things happen, you're going to make more money, but you're going to make more money also by evaluating your existing customers through marketing automation. You see, through marketing automation, we can nurture leads to become customers. We can nurture our existing customer base to learn more information about them. As we learn where our customers live, their likes, their dislikes, their preferences, the content they find interesting, the products that they are more attracted to, then we can start conversing with them on a more personable, a more specific level. We can develop highly efficient customer segments from the data that we've accumulated, and we can present offers that are highly targeted, relevant, and specific to each group of customers. The fifth reason why I absolutely love marketing automation is that it helps me identify my best customers.